Hey everyone, Matt Morris here. Welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show, coming to you with another episode of Ask Me Anything TV. So today's question comes from Sean. Sean says, my warm market is completely gone. How can I step out of my comfort zone and start meeting people to show my business to? I've tried and tried, but it always seems completely awkward. Well, my friend, I can relate to that. I know when I got into network marketing for the first time, I went and showed my friends. And went through my circle of influence. I was about 18 years old. I was just getting started. None of my friends wanted to join me, and so I was kind of out of people to talk to. And so anyway, I started going out and about, and I would try to get names and phone numbers. I'd go to the mall, and I'd spend 2 hours walking around the mall, and I got no numbers. So I was as bad as anyone could possibly be when it comes to contacting people in the cold market. And so I'm going to go through some things that really helped me in this process. And because I figured this out, this has given me a level of confidence that I really want you all to have from watching these shows. And it's having the confidence that you could drop me in any city in the world that my company does business in, take away all my contacts, take away all my money, take away everything, and give me nothing but the knowledge in my head and my skill set. And I guarantee you inside of 1 year, I'm earning a six-figure income. So how can you have that level of confidence? Well, here's where it came from for me. It's once I got over the fear and once I got used to being able to do this, and I realized it's a total numbers game. There are literally people everywhere. There's leads everywhere. There's never a shortage of someone looking to have financial freedom. There's never a shortage of someone that wants to be able to work from home. There's never a shortage of people that want to be able to raise their children instead of outsourcing the raising of their children to daycare. So there's people everywhere. And if I were to give you a job proposal, I just want to kind of frame this up. So if I offered you a job, it was $250,000 a year, and your job was to 5 days a week, every day you had to go out and get 10 phone numbers of someone, a name and number of someone that was interested in looking at another way to generate income for themselves. Could you go do that? Now you can work whatever hours you want. If you want to do that in 1 hour a day, you could wake up early, go do that, and then have the rest of the day off. You could sleep in, you could spread it out over the course of a day. You just had to get 10 names and numbers, and I'd pay you $250,000 a year. Would you do it? Well, 99% of the people in the world would say absolutely yes, I would go do that. I'd be willing to break through my comfort zone if I knew the money was there. Well, here's what you've got to realize, and this is why I think the leaders are willing to go out and do things like that, is because they realize, they have faith that if they go through the numbers, then the results will manifest themselves and they can get to that level of income. And so that's what I want you to have, is number one, the faith that if you get good at this, eventually the numbers will work out if you go through enough numbers. So here's the thing, when you first get going, it is going to be awkward. It was awkward for me, and it's just for most people, it's going to be an awkward thing. So how do you get rid of that awkwardness of approaching other people? Well, the way to get rid of the awkwardness is just to do it. I mean, there's no way around. It's just, you got to go through it. You got to go do it. And whatever you fear, the only way to get rid of a fear is to do that which you fear. There's not, I've tried praying on it. I've tried meditating on it. I've tried reading books on it. I've tried going to seminars on it. But the only way to get rid of the fear is to go do that which you fear. And so here's a couple other things. Disassociate yourself from the results. If you have the attitude, it's like, all right, I'm going to go prospect and I've got to get these names and numbers because I've got to show them my business. You're going to have kind of a weird energy about you, and it's not going to be real attractive to the other people. And so here is the overall philosophy that you want to have. When you're out and about, have fun, be happy, be like, man, smile all the time. And what happens when you're smiling all the time, that's attractive to other people. When you're smiling all the time, that displays confidence. It's kind of like, you've got things going on in your life. So, be happy, have fun. Now, here's my kind of formula. Step number one is give a sincere compliment. So here's what happens. When you find something about someone that you can compliment them on, what happens is they immediately kind of like you because you're saying something nice about them, and you can pick anything. Just, hey, I love your shoes, man. Where'd you get those? If it's a lady, I'll say, hey, those shoes are awesome. Those are some rocking shoes you got on. Where'd you get them? And see, I'm smiling when I'm asking them. I'm having fun. It's like, man, I love those shoes. Where'd you get them? My wife would love those. Guys, if you're talking to a female, I would encourage you, mention your wife, mention your girlfriend. Ladies, mention a boyfriend. That way it doesn't seem like you're trying to hit on them. But give a sincere compliment. They immediately like you more because you gave something sincere. You said something nice about them. And then I'll just casually ask, I'll say, what do you do for a living? And I'm just being curious about them. And I'm just going to be curious about them. I'm going to ask questions about them. What do you do for a living? Oh, wow, how long have you been doing that? And whatever the answer is, I'm usually going to say 2 years, 10 years. I'm going to say, wow, you must really love it to have been doing it that long. And I'm looking for an in. In many cases, they're going to say, not really so much. I'm looking for something else, or, and at that point, I know I've got them. I know I've at least found a hot button. And then I'm going to say, well, let me ask you this. Do you keep your income options open? And they're going to say yes. They're going to say no. They're going to say, what is it? They're going to say whatever. And at that point, I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to get through it right now. I'm running off to a meeting. But listen, I work with a marketing company. We're expanding like crazy. We can't bring people on fast enough, and I can't promise you anything, but you might be a perfect fit. Here, what's your number real quick? And I'll give you a call in the next couple days and we'll have coffee. Okay, so real simple. Quick point, never ask someone if you can have their number. Hey, can I have your number? If you're asking someone a question, then they think there must be a reason why I shouldn't if you're asking me if I should. So it's just real common. People are used to being led, lead them. Say, you know what, what's your number real quick? I'll put it in my phone. I'll call you in the next couple days. We'll have coffee. You're telling them what's going to happen. See, take control, lead people, and they will follow. So, Sean, hopefully that answers your question. Pay attention to your email. I'm going to send you out a digital version of my 4 CD set, Abundance for Life, so you can create more happiness, adventure, and fun in your life. And for the rest of you, I want to hear from you. So join the conversation below. Give me your thoughts, any additional insights that you might have for Sean that might be able to help him out. And if you have a question that I can answer for you, shoot me over an email at askmatt@mattmorris.com, and I will do my best to answer your question right here on the show. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Be sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed the show, if you think it might be of some service or value to other people, share it on Facebook. And if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, make sure you hop over to mattmorris.com, subscribe to my newsletter for some insights and strategies that I only share by email. So thanks for tuning in. As always, make life an adventure.